Hey YouTube, this is the Dawdling Engineer, and today displays essentially the last part of the construction process for this TARC competition rocket, the paint and stain job. This video covers a lot of action that happened over the weekend, so without further ado, let's hop to it. Starting with Thursday, I completed the only part of the exterior design that I could do in a school environment, the vinyl decals. Yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. Anyway, to increase the rocket's visibility in the sky, I decided on using black paint for a majority of the rocket, so finding it after landing was a concern for my parents. As a result, I decided to create my team ID number and a spear to show some school pride with matte yellow vinyl that was cut by a precision machine. I also included 3 of my logos cut in white vinyl to be put on the fins once stained to add to the fin design and get a little self-advertising at the launch site. Moving on to Saturday, I was back to work on the rocket after a day off from my busy schedule. Today was stain day for the fins and the nose cone, and I had no idea how difficult the process was going to be. I'd only done stain one other time for a Pinewood Derby car, and it was really my dad doing all the work, so I was treading into new territory. I started by masking off the body tube from the fins like I would with paint, then sanded them with 360 grit sandpaper until smooth to the touch. After the fins, I decided to gingerly sand the nose cone with 360 grit, and by some miracle did so without deforming the soft balsa. Following the sanding process, I wiped off any dust on the wood, cut some wiping rags from an old shirt, and hopped right to staining. The process was not difficult, and after wiping everything down, let it set overnight to fully incorporate into the wood. It was also recommended on the can to let it set for at least 8 hours, so I kinda had to. Sunday allowed for the great reveal of the stain, which turned out beautifully. However, the masking tape absorbed some of the stain, which ruined my primer coat, and the wood glue that was located close to the bottom of the fins left spots where the stain couldn't get into the wood. I had to work up a quick solution to this little mistake, so I masked off all the fins except for the bottom ½ inch and got a new primer coat on to hide all of the residue and defects from yesterday's process. After the primer dried, I put on more masking tape and painted the body tubes a dark matte black. I don't have any footage of my painting, masking, or decal application processes from today. Whoopsies. However, the final result can speak for itself. So that wraps up today's e-journal entry. There are still a few things that I have to get done, such as applying my clear coats for the top layer and installing the launch rail buttons, but that won't happen until the paint cures in about a week or so. I hope you enjoyed the content thus far with this project. As you can see, the rocket is nearly ready to launch, so if you so happen to see it at your local launch site, I'd really appreciate a quick hello. Don't forget to check out the TARC website for more information about the American Rocketry Challenge. I will leave it in the description below. And if you haven't already done so on this channel, leave a like, comment your questions or advice for the community, and subscribe to keep up with all of my STEM projects during the qualification launches that will be coming up super soon. That's all I have in the tank for today, and I will see you next time. Ciao!